speak. What they really meant was, can't you just be less you? When I was in 5th grade, people said that I spoke like a possessed bouncing ball. So I trained myself to speak like a statue, to be more perfect, if you will. Because by then, I had already learned the rules. Perfect score, perfect posture, perfect academic life, extracurricular activities, social media feed, friend group, hang out with the cool, accomplished seniors, and maybe some of that sparkle will rub off on you. Raise your hand if you ever felt like the world just handed you a checklist and said, do all of this, or you don't measure up. Okay, so I see a few people didn't raise their hands, and I have to say, you're probably lying. Why? Because perfection is the ticket to being seen. Or so I thought. That was until 10 seconds into a speaking competition, and my carefully practiced perfect self cracked. My hands flew, my voice rose, the real me glitched out. For a second, my heart dropped. I thought I had ruined everything. But then they clapped loudly. Okay, I know what you're thinking. She probably got first. That's why she's saying this story. I didn't. But apparently, it did look as if I was glitching from one side of the stage to the other that day. That's why I got the nickname Glitch. See, I always thought that my hands were a malfunction in how I was built. But that day, I realized that they're actually my greatest superpower. So today, like a dramatically expressive Isaac Newton, I would like to propose the 3 laws of glitchionics, a science of innovation for the age of imperfection, a theory that proposes that the world doesn't just tolerate your weird, it evolves because of it. Law number 1, what glitches sticks. Okay, let me share with you what my TikTok For You page looks like. If you open my phone right now, you'll probably see something like this. A dog stealing the mic at a wedding. A tiny little baby walking down the aisle as a flower girl. And then launching the flower basket directly into the groom's face. Or even a grandma trying out VR for the very first time. And then drop kicking the TV. Do you see the pattern? The most viral things aren't the ones which were the most perfectly crafted. They are the ones with the most epic fails. The people who decided to share their glitches with the world. And that's exactly why it sticks with us. Because perfection is forgettable. But glitches get etched into your brain forever. Law number 2, authenticity sparks unexpected reaction. Meet my 2 friends, Manna and Anushka. They might just be the most unhinged people on planet Earth. They make pani puri in the back of SST class and obviously share it with their teacher. They also choreograph full-on cheerleader routines for our principal. Yeah, they are the light of our grade, making everybody feel seen, feel heard, and just feel better. But do you know what's the wildest part? They never try to change themselves. They chose to be exactly who they are, and is why they're so magnetic. Because, you see, the people with the most unusual characteristics are the very ones who make the biggest impact in people and in the world. So stop trying to hide your personality because it's quote-unquote weird. Because like a puzzle piece, you can only connect with others if you yourself have jagged corners. Law number 3, every system resists change until a glitch rewires them. Every institution, every system, every unwritten rule that we live by runs on one thing: normalcy. But the world is changed by outliners. Think about Beethoven, who composed masterpieces after he went deaf. Or even Temple Grandin, who revolutionized animal welfare precisely because of her neurodivergence. They weren't smooth, they weren't polished, they were glitches in the system. Beautiful, brilliant, bold ones. So here is the innovation that I leave you with today. We all try so hard to upgrade ourselves into version 2.0 when maybe it's the glitchy beta version that the world truly needs. You weren't meant to be frictionless. You were meant to be a little bit impossible, a little too loud, a little too expressive, a little too you. Because in the end of the day, a world filled with copy-paste, you're not Control plus C, you're Control plus delightfully imperfect.